I picked this because we haven't done one for a holiday. And I figured, 4th of July. And I just looked up random movies. I didn't know anything about it. But it's about a group of a group of 20-somethings who go to like a Evil Dead type of cabin and to party and spend the 4th of July together. And they bring back zombies of past presidents.
I love, the thing about it is this, is I have been there so many times.
Where have you been?
For this discussion.
Oh, with zombies attacking you?
Well,
yeah, I mean, haven't we all?
But look, I did a Civil War zombie film there, dude. I mean, come on, right? And the thing is I remember the Civil War zombie film. I remember standing there and having discussions with people about how things happen. And we got into this little discussion about, like, what's the motivation, right? Obviously, that none of those discussions happened here.
Does it matter?
It obviously doesn't. And you know what? I have to say, I have a feeling, and not that I'm saying that Grey Knights was an art film.
Yeah, no, actually, Grey Knights was an art film, and actually that was a good one, though. But I think they were going for a crappy movie. They were going for cheese, and I think they got plenty of cheese.
They were going for cheese, but I think it's so funny that...
but not Evil Dead quality. It's more like Ginger Dead Man.
I just don't know what kind of discussions anybody had on this film about...
Well, I know one discussion they had. They decided, we're going to do 100% practical effects. That came up.
Well, you know what? And it's interesting, because I thought to myself, when they're holding the Constitution, and the Constitution starts to glow...
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
Well, that was editing. That was like the red flash when they were stabbing a zombie.
Yeah.
The red flash. I'm like, well, that was an interesting editing choice. I'm like, why? Yeah. It's like, I could make this flash.
The thing about it is this is, if you're making a film these days, and these days it's such a glut out there. It is such an incredible glut for horror films, right? You have to think to yourself, I can market something, and I'm probably going to make $30,000 back, right? And obviously, that's the neighborhood that we're in here.
Well, this came across to me like almost like a Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah. Well, but Thanksgiving was $5,000, but at the same time, Thanksgiving was also about 15 years ago. So you look at it, and you double that, that's $10,000.
But I didn't hear any generators in this one.
Yeah, I didn't either.
So they know how to handle a generator, obviously.
Yeah, and Thanksgiving also was actually done on film. So,
That's true. I felt like I knew what we were in for as soon as I heard the cheesy DJ at the beginning, the impression of a DJ at the very beginning. I was like, oh no.
Oh, that was your first clue?
Well, no, the description was kind of a clue.
The thing that I wondered about, though, is there was something going on even before they came out of the ground, right? Before the zombies came out of the ground.
Well, sure.
How about the girl that couldn't get up the road? And there was obviously something there stopping her from getting up the road, and you're going, well, wait a minute. Oh, they messed up the logic. And you go, wait, that's right. That's right. Logic would have been another $15,000.
Logic, that doesn't, you don't really, you can cut $15,000 by not having logic?
Yeah, that's right. You can take $15,000 out of the budget by eliminating logic.
They kept talking this girl up so much, I was like, she's going to show up and be really boring. But the thing is, she showed up, and it was the opposite of boring when she showed up.
Well, by the time she shows up, all hell has broken loose.
Yes.
But I like the way that, and by the way, I am planning on spoilers on this.
Oh, go for it.
I love the fact that that the guy that is in the most distressed is sitting on the steps as he gets stabbed in the thigh by George Washington. In the meantime, Abe Lincoln just walks up the steps next to him, right? And goes in the house, and you're like, well, wait a minute.
The whole thing didn't make sense, yeah. Like you said, logic.
Oh my god, there was just no.
I have a question. Why was it the first president, and then the 16th, and then the 7th president?
Yeah.
Why didn't it go like it should have gone Washington, Adams, Jefferson? That's as far as I can go. I can go 3.
Yeah.
I can't remember who the 4th one is. Madison? I don't know. Anyway.
I don't know. Don't ask me.
But they should have been in order. I was obsessing over the order, and I'm like, why is the 16th president showing up?
I think you should have been asking yourself why you're asking.
Why do I care?
Why am I asking?
I did like the head coming off and the arm with the goo.
Yeah,
you know, that was pretty good. That was a lot of mucus hanging down from the neck. I was impressed by that.
Yeah. Well, you know, I like the at the very beginning when the girl gets her arm torn off.
Yes,
right?
yes.
And she's still standing there like, oh.
Well, she kind of reacted like, oh.
You know, it was like, oh my.
Like a Monty Python. It's only a flesh wound.
Here's a scratch.
I think they were going for. I think this is exactly what they were going for, and I think they nailed it. I don't think they were trying to go for a high quality. Evil Dead. Really? Evil Dead was amazing. This was.
Yeah.
Well, what's funny is like I do admire the fact that they actually are pretty good at lighting and all the other stuff they need to do. So these guys know what they're doing, and they pulled off some okay effects, right? I'm just saying. I think they did a pretty good job for a bunch of kids screwing around, basically.
I think the lighting had. There was no sophistication.
It was like TV lighting, really, is what it looked like to me.
No. It was moron lighting. What it was is like I need a red light over here, I need a blue light over here, and boom. And
moron lighting.
It was moron. It was like you know, the thing is when you're actually doing lighting, you slightly change the gels from one side to the other so that you create dimension.
Or warmth, or
None
cool.
None of those words have anything to do with
warmth or cool factors. I went to the moron school of lighting myself.
Well, in which case, you should really appreciate that. There is no redeeming characteristics in this at all.
You didn't hear any generators. You didn't hear the generators. You didn't see any boom mics.
Yeah. Okay,
the sound was decent. You could see what was happening on the screen. They weren't trying to go for that Netflix look.
Well, and obviously they couldn't afford an ambulance because they left it parked down the road.
And I thought the acting was amazing.
Amazingly what?
It's probably my quality of acting. If I was in a movie, this is probably about the level I would be.
Okay, now you know what you're doing. Whereas they are making a low-budget film, you are now reviewing a low-budget film for a podcast.
And this is a low-budget podcast. Yes. Bring it all together.
Here, let me make a box to put all my paint in.
I was actually trying to make a circle, but really we should be square, probably. Right.
Full circle.
Well, anyway, so you give this like a half a star.
Yeah, no, no. You know what? This to me, this is a first for me. This is a 0, absolute 0.
Well, I give it 1.
No, this shouldn't have been.
I give it just 1 because I kind of enjoyed it in a weird way. Like I kind of didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. It was just okay, but it kind of sucked. So I give it a 1 because for effort, 1 for effort. It's like, you know, the teacher gives you a star. That's what I'm doing. Bloop, little star for the kids. Speaking of zero,
Yes.
we're going to go backwards
We're gonna
in
go
our
backwards.
next episode from zero.
Yes, we are.